I wish I was talking about something that I can make jokes about, but today I can't make a joke about anything that happened in the situation regarding around Roger Jackson and what had happened. I believe it was a couple days ago now at the time of me recording this. It's a very dangerous, reckless situation that was insanely brutal. One of the most brutal situations that I've seen in regards to the pro wrestling scene that I've seen in quite a while. I've never seen anything like this in quite a while in the last like few years or so. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was brutal. It was disgusting. The fact that this even happened in the context of how pro wrestlers are supposed to take care of each other in the ring and how the industry works and what you're supposed to do, it pissed me off. I'm adding this in post to say I understand that Raja isn't a pro wrestler, so he's not expected to act like a pro wrestler. But when you're in a situation where you're doing something physical and you're putting someone in a position where they could potentially be harmed in some way, you have to do what you can in order to make sure that they are not injured leaving that ring. And that is not what ended up happening that night. And that's why I got so vehemently upset, because he went about this in a way that was personal and vindictive, and that's what pisses me off the most. Who's Roger Jackson? Roger Jackson is the son of former UFC champion Rampage Jackson, and Roger is also a professional fighter, and he went to this, I believe it's an indie scene called Nox Pro, and he was gonna make a little guest appearance on his live stream because for whatever reason he's also a live streamer. I think Rampage Jackson is also a live streamer. Why are these people live streaming? I don't know. Anyway, on their live stream he was going to go and make a little guest appearance, right? A guest appearance on this little indie scene for a wrestling gig, and he was going to show up and maybe do a move on another wrestler at the scene. But behind the scenes, what had happened is that there's this thing called kayfabe, and kayfabe is essentially just keeping the magic alive of wrestling. You know, you're in character. You're supposed to be in character when you're interacting with people. Kayfabe is such a important thing for certain professional wrestlers that for a long time people didn't really know if the Undertaker was in character or if he would just actually was that person. You know, some people actually truly believe that. That's like what you're supposed to do with kayfabe. Like, that's how important kayfabe is. So behind the scenes, in kayfabe, in character, professional wrestler Psycho Stu walks up to Roger Jackson and he is in character, and his character is a heel, so he's doing very heel things and he's trying to confront him in some sort of way. And he didn't read the situation properly. He didn't know if Raja was actually a worker or not. A worker meaning that he's also someone who's a part of the promotion, so he's also a wrestler. And he goes for a work, which a work is just a stunt, and he takes a beer can. I don't know if this is a real beer can or not, or it's a prop, and he slams it against Raj's head. And just justifiably, for all intents and purposes, it very valid of him to get upset by this. You know, like anyone who's just a normal person and isn't a part of the wrestling scene, it's very valid for you to get upset by something like this. So he gets upset, and then they have to tell Stu, like, hey, he's not a worker. This isn't a work. You know, this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. And they're trying to de-escalate the situation. A few moments later, things calm down, and I only, like, barely found the clip where he actually goes and apologizes to Raja, trying to shake his hand, say like, hey, I didn't know this, that, and the other. I didn't know I thought this was a work. He was just trying to be in character, and Raja accepts the apology, shakes his hand, and is like, oh yeah, no, I 100% understand like the context of the situation. You guys are pro wrestlers, you're trying to do a work, you're always working, you're always trying to be in character, blah, 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 all that stuff. So, lo and behold, the entire time he's bubbling up and seething with anger and is like trying to come up with a plan for what he's going to do when he eventually gets in the ring with Psycho Stu. And so what happens later on, there's a clip that ended up going around with another pro wrestler, and his name is AJ Mana, and AJ Mana tells him, hey, when you go in the ring, give him a receipt. A receipt is basically a payback. What happens is that sometimes two wrestlers will be in the ring, one of them will be a little stiff, and whoever was being the stiff one, whoever got hit with like a quote unquote real attack, like an elbow to the head or an accidental punch to the face, the person who got the punch in the face gives him a receipt and says, and that's supposed to show like, hey, you need to calm down, this, that, and yada yada, right? That's what's supposed to happen. That's what happens. It doesn't escalate any further. It's just a quick little like punch or two, maybe a slap to the chest. It's not supposed to escalate to what ended up happening later on when Stu is in the ring and then Raja goes into the ring, and the entire time still bubbling and seething with anger, telling his Twitch chat on his live stream saying he's gonna go in the ring and he's going to keep punching him in the face until someone tries to stop him. He is literally quote for quote saying all of this. You can watch the videos. Here's a clip.
Pissed me off, bro. It didn't even hurt. It just pissed me off. And shit pissed me off. And I'm gonna have to get him back. They said I can go in the ring and get it that. I don't even know what I'm gonna do to him. Bro, my dad can't do shit. I'm gonna fake crash out. All right, bet. Bet. You about to see you about to see how fake of a crash out I am. It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real. So I get it today. Am I really gonna fight him? Yeah, I'm gonna punch his ass for real. But I don't believe in me getting disrespected too. I'm too nice. Bet. That shit was not staged. I'm telling you that right now. How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. 50 subs to knock him out. If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to. Y'all want me to teabag him? People think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game. Hey, you're right, Joe. I gotta show him some form of respect. Then they don't train no goddamn martial arts. I'm really going to hit him, I'm telling you. What should I do, chat? Should I pick him up? Should I slam him first or hit him? W, if I should slam him first, I'm not fucking around. You don't think I can do it, Miggy? Bet. My dad can't never call me a bitch. Fuck this dude. Oh, you think he's stronger than me? All right, Suave, watch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Suave. I bet you wouldn't be talking like this if you was in front of me, nigga. Chat, watch what I do to him. Tony, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, Tony.
You can see for yourself that he is fully prepared to do what he's going to do. This was all premeditated. He doesn't care. And so he goes into the ring and then he proceeds to give him one of the most brutal attacks that I've seen for a professional wrestler in the industry in a very long time. I've never seen anything this brutal. Like obviously before, like years ago, there would be like chair shots to the head and a whole bunch of other stuff, and there's a reason why we don't do stuff like that anymore in the wrestling industry. It's because that shit can kill people. That shit can cause irreversible damage. And the fact that Raja slams him to the mat, he's already unconscious, and then proceeds to start punching him in the head like 20 plus times. Like 20 plus, 27 plus times. It's ridiculous. It's one of the most ridiculous things that I've ever seen happen to a professional wrestler in the industry, let alone someone who's, I think, a part of the indie scene. I don't know if this is actually an indie promotion or not. I just think that's what it is. Absolute insanity. So then what happens afterwards is after they start pulling him off, Stu is just there unconscious, bleeding profusely from the head, and like they're trying to like wake him up and he won't wake up. Raja's already like left the promotion. He's already out of the building trying to run away, and he starts talking about like, oh, no one's gonna treat me like a bitch and da 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 da. He's trying to like make himself seem like he's this big tough guy, when in reality he's just the biggest coward you've ever met in your entire fucking life. And now everyone around the world now knows Raja Jackson to be a fucking coward. Like, just insane. And so he gets a call from someone, I don't know who it was specifically. Might have been AJ Mana, because I think they were, because they say something in a phone call talking about like, I told you to go for a double leg drop. So it's someone who told him to go for the receipt. That's why I'm saying it's AJ Mana. I'm assuming it's him. They're telling him like, hey, like he flatlined, or he's flatlining, he won't wake up, this, that, and yada yada. Raja's being told this through a fucking phone call, that he's not waking up. So we don't even know at this point whether or not this dude is even alive or not. He may potentially not wake up. I have an update in regards for that, thankfully. But at that time when all this was happening, like a couple days ago, we didn't know if he was going to live or not, or if he was going to wake up, because all those shots to the head, all those punches to the head could have caused severe brain damage, brain hemorrhaging. Something wrong could have happened because of what Raja did in the ring. What you're supposed to do as a I just voice cracked. What you're supposed to do in the ring is you're supposed to protect the other wrestler. The amount of wrestlers that are in the ring, you're all supposed to protect each other. You're supposed to make sure that no one leaves the ring injured. That's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to make sure that everyone is in tip-top shape, no one gets hurt too badly. You're supposed to protect them to make sure that none of them get too severely hurt and potentially die in the ring, because we've already lost too many wrestlers in the ring. So many fortunate souls that have lost their lives in the ring because of selfish actions from other people. Just something bad could have happened. And how does he respond to this? How does Raja Jackson respond to all of this bullshit?
Hello?
Hey, where the hell are you at? I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding him. I just saw the video.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My
You
bad.
didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it there.
Alright, I'll call you back later.
That's all he had to say. That's all he had to say in regards to this. Just, oh, that was my bad. And then he hangs up the phone call and then just continues on with his day. Oh, it's my bad. I just accidentally launched a nuclear bomb to Japan for the third fucking time, you know? Oh, my mistake. Oh, my bad. I just accidentally crashed another plane into another tower in New York. Oh, there's another plane. Oh, fuck it, you know, just... This is the most insane thing that I've ever seen in my life in regards to pro wrestling. This whole thing was handled so poorly, right? Obviously, like Psycho Stu, he made a mistake. He made a genuine mistake, but he apologized. He tried everything he could to make sure that there was no beef, there was no bad blood. He was trying to de-escalate the situation. He was genuinely trying to make sure that there was no bad blood or beef between the two of them. But Raja just couldn't let go of what he was feeling that night, and he just went on a rampage. Ironically enough. Just the most insane thing that I've seen in a very, very long time regarding pro wrestling. And I am furious about it. I'm so furious that this ended up happening. And that was his reaction to potentially killing a man. And thankfully, thank God, by the way, his brother, I believe it's his brother, had posted saying that he is conscious, he woke up, he has some recollection of the events of the day of the attack, so who knows what sort of damage he may or may not have. Just thank God that he's awake and that he's, you know, resting, and just thank God he's alive, right? If Raja had killed him, oh, dude, I don't even know how I would have reacted. Just thank God that Psycho Stuart Smith is his real name. Thank God he's alive. He's a veteran. There's a video of him talking about how he was a part of the military. So he's a former vet. So not former vet, but he is a veteran. So thank God he's alive. Thank God he's doing okay now. But he could have lost his life, and that would have just been one of the most tragic, terrible things that could have potentially happened in a very long time. So anyway, I'm ranting. I'm just mad. I'm just mad about this whole thing. This whole thing has just pissed me off, and I can't believe that this was allowed to happen. And then his dad had this whole like response talking about like how, oh, there's misinformation about my son, about this, that, and yada yada. What he did was wrong. He was told to get his payback, and he's just trying to downplay the situation a little bit and trying to defend his son, who is indefensible in this situation. I'm sorry, he just fucking is. Like, this was unacceptable in every regard. Everyone's mad about this, justifiably so, because he almost fucking killed a man. I'm swearing a lot. I'm gonna have to censor so many F-bombs. I'm so mad about that too, because I'm not gonna enjoy editing that. That's not the point. I'm glad that Stuart Smith is doing okay now. I'm glad he's awake. I hope he makes a speedy recovery and that things are better for him. Go support his GoFundMe. I believe that this is a real GoFundMe that is going to Psycho Stu. So if you want to go donate to this GoFundMe, that's going to be the first link down in the description. Go donate if you want to. You don't have to. You don't have to be obligated to do so. Please do so. But please do so if you can. Please, because he absolutely 100% deserves it. So I'm losing my voice a little bit, not gonna lie. That's pretty much it for me, though. That's all I really have to say about the situation. Enough ranting. I'm already mad enough as it is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you liked the video, be sure to like. And want to see more, please be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.